Good afternoon, traders. It's Simon here with a weekly review of the dollar pairs. Now, last week we got it pretty much wrong, but at the same time we didn't lose no money. We didn't enter any trades because they didn't meet our criteria. So, although we have an analysis that says like, "Hey, look, we're wrong," it also means you got to sit on your hands. And obviously, looking over some of the Facebook groups and this, that, and the other, dollar Swiss seemed to have slaughtered a few people. However, I gained on that one because of my my CADCHF. I've got the actual log on here actually. I was long CADCHF for the last few weeks or so. I went long around this area here. I got out at 757 around here, the height here, and I was worrying about this downward sloping trend line, which we've actually just kind of broken, but we're not really, we've just at the point now. So although a lot of people did lose on dollar Swiss, try shorting it all the time, I was one of the people who was long CAD Swiss, which actually benefited quite nicely. To show you dollar Swiss, people were selling all the way up here. I don't know why people were selling up here. If you zoom out, you can see where the key levels are straight away. Just a little note to think about things. This top level here, you've got a couple bit here as well in the past. So why people were thinking to sell around this in this gap here, I have no idea. But hey, this is how the market will teach you guys some lessons. So yeah, just bear in mind that sometimes we get it wrong, and we have to face the facts that we're not going to get it right every single time. So how is the DXY looking at the moment? Well, let's just take a look on the monthly chart to start with. At the moment, I look at it this way, it's struggling to go up still, but it is moving up at the moment. So, for the moment, I'm just going to sit on my hands and see what's happening, because when we come down to the daily chart, we have our key level of 975, and we're just breaking at the moment, but it looks like we're stopping here. So, obviously it's Wednesday, so we're still waiting to see what happens. On the lower time frame of the DXY at the moment, I'm still waiting for some confirmation. You can see how it's just up, little move down, up, maybe a little down again. It hasn't actually changed trend at all yet. Hasn't changed trend in the 1 hour at all yet either. So I'll just say, just wait 1 second. Don't start selling the dollar when you can clearly see there is no actual bearish trend there. However, I am actually short on dollar yen, because obviously if you review last week's video, I did say if we do get some doji candles and some bits and bobs, I would be interested into it. So I am short dollar yen. So how has that materialized into the market? Well, last week this wasn't my favorite pair. I did say there are better pairs out there. However, I did feel that if we did get a small pullback, it would possibly go back up to this slight high here. We haven't got that. We've moved back down again. So effectively, very simple this week. Wait for the slowdown, deceleration of 0.7. I only want to trade them. This downward sloping trend line and getting a bit, it's chopping out now, so kind of not very valid no more. I suppose you could do something like that and change it again, but what I'm learning from this one really is the downward sloping trend line is not going to be the greatest in the world. So don't be too reliant on it. This area here at 0.7 is the key level. I've noticed how this is, the volume is moving down. This is moving down, big candles. The volume's very, very low here. I appreciate these two candles. It was Friday and Monday, it was Easter, but even the Tuesday, the volume was low for what we did. So just sit in your hands, wait for a moment, wait for this 0.7 area here. You may find we come down and come back up again. That's perfectly viable, and then you can take a short. However, if we do start getting some rejections here, you've got some rejections here in the past, I'll definitely be looking for some longs back up as well for a few long positions. Euro dollar. So euro dollar last week, my words were this, bit mixed signal, I suppose really you could say. At the time when we recorded, there was no bearish sentiment whatsoever in the market, and I did say my major concern was this daily 50 EMA and this key level. I said, look, you got to wait for the break and retest. You do really. What's happened is we chopped around, then we broke down quite a lot, and now we're back at 1.119, 1.12 area. So maybe if we get a triple bottom, I'll be looking to go long as well. Again, RSI looks like it's going to start dipping down again, so give it a couple more days, it'll dip down nicely, and I'll be looking for another long position. But again, only to the day 50 EMA. I wouldn't go past the day 50 EMA for the moment, unless you can get a risk-free trading one way or another. So that's my euro dollar stance on it. Pound dollar, we were explaining how we felt it would be a break to the downside. and that was correct. However, not the cleanest in the world, but you could you have taken the short here? Wasn't really my idea, really big, my style, but yes, you could have done. We've broken down here, so what I'm looking for now really is a pullback to test the daily 50 EMA, this area around here somewhere. So maybe what will happen is the next couple of weeks, price comes down a bit more, something like that, and then we come back up to test this area here. And I think the test here, the retest, obviously making a lower high, confirm the lower low again, daily 50 key level, that would be a nice little number to look for. For the moment, I wouldn't want to go short now because we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in this run already, so that's not really what I'd call clever shorting now. Kind of missed the boat you have there, so I'll just sit my hands and wait there for a little bit for that one. Kiwi dollar, I will go for a little bit in the lower time frame for this one, purely because I was expecting to go long, and I never took a long position, and to be quite honest with you, I'll try to explain why that was the case. Right, so let's have a look where we was. We was here on the 4-hour chart. So what's happened here is this. We moved up, we did, and then we had these little like moves down. But if you notice the pullback to this point here, we started breaking the 1 hour 50 EMA to the downside. And to me, that concerned me a little bit too much. So it was here, there. So although we had the pullback to the nice Fibonacci level, my problem was we were still trending downwards, you see, yeah? We had here was kind of okay, but not the greatest in the world. It also would have been in the next working day, which is not really what I wanted, so it's a different day as well, so it wasn't particularly the greatest in the world, greatest trade ever. So then obviously we grinded up a little bit, then we had a big bearish engulfing candle coming down. Notice how the volume was quite high there as well, so for me I wouldn't have really bothered about that. And notice here the candles here, although they're small candles, the volume started dropping off as well here on the 4-hour chart, so 1 hour chart, sorry. So for me it wasn't the greatest setup in the world. However, if some people just thought, oh, at 618 off we go again, notice how it's lower low, lower high, lower low. The trend is actually bearish, there it is at the moment, and notice that it never actually broke above anyway. So, and then you had a big bearish engulfing candle here. Although the volume was quite low there, the bearish sentiment has actually continued the way through. So for me, I didn't take that trade long, just because I could see this area here, what we was looking for, was actually trending downwards, never changed trend whatsoever. By the time it did change trend, you had been you tested 1 hour 50 as well, before that double bottom there, you could say. So for me, that's a bad trade that would have been in the end, and that's why I said I didn't get stung, because I could see just as it's happening it didn't look nice, didn't look correct. So dollar CAD, we explained how we had this I felt the CAD was strong just because going long CAD Swiss, actually, funny enough, and a couple of CAD pairs were presenting some good strong sentiment, but obviously the dollar did win. It broke out here nicely. You could have gone long there, actually, in all fairness. The breakout there, we was waiting for the breakout, daily 50 MA, now we're moving back up again, but we are at the top of this little mini range here as well. So for the moment, if you was to go long now, on the intraday chart, you're going to have to break this box here, you are, in all fairness. Let's look at on the lower time frame, see what that looks like. Dollar CAD. Let's go to the 4-hour chart, make our life a little bit easier. There, you can see here, for example, you've got there, this is the box here, this would be the box we're looking for. So you can see here already that we're at the box here, this is the box. So I'll be looking for a break out of the box, a clean break out of the box, to the upside or to the downside, depending on what happens. Trade what you see. If we look at the weekly chart as well, again, remember what I said about this upward sloping trend. This is my concern about it. And to be quite honest, if we do break out the box here, that looks quite a bullish example here as well. Although I'm thinking dollar may be going down for a little bit, you've got to respect this upward sloping trend line being so key. And now we've got this, you could say the weekly, a few trades here before, pairs. Let's have a look what we've got here. There you go. So you've got this like little kind of triangle thing we was worried about. and now you've got the breakout. Although in the box of the 4-hour chart, the weekly does confirm a bullish sentiment there. So a break and retest of this box would be absolutely wonderful to see. So up and down, and then off you go again. You have the daily 50 on your side, you've got the weekly on your side. Everything's on your side there to go long. It would be once we do break out the box. So yeah, I'd keep an eye on that as well to see how it plays out. Bear in mind that I don't trade breakouts. I trade the break and retest. That's my style. So I may miss the breakout and it may go to the top here. For me, that isn't my concern. My style is break and retest normally, and that's what I'm looking for at the moment. So this is what I will be waiting for. Dollar yen. So I did explain to you guys I am now short dollar yen. Why is that? Well, let's look at the weekly chart. We've got a nice little deceleration with a doji candle at the top on the weekly chart, which is nice to see, and we can see now already it looks like we're going to start, hopefully we'll start breaking down soon. It may or may not, we don't know, but we'll have a look. So I do like that. Weekly's RSI is coming to 100 now, which is nice to see. Double top pattern there on the weekly chart, so I do like the weekly. It's very nice. What I don't like about this trade, really, in all fairness now, is I entered about 3-4 days into this run. I think it was on this, after this doji candle here. No, it must be this one here, break and retest here. I'll show you the lower time frames in a minute. So yeah, we've got a lot of nothing happening now, which doesn't give me much happiness, to be honest. Not for the impatient wise of things, but it's more on the fact that when trades don't do nothing and there's not much volume there, this does concern me quite a lot. The volume's really dropping off here now. So these doji candles are not the greatest in the world. To show you the lower time frame of this, let's go to dollar yen. See what I'm looking for here. So we popped up and we just chopped around here. Now, there was nowhere near the 4-hour 50 when I entered, and I entered on the 1-hour chart. So if you notice here, the 1-hour 50 we respected, breakdown, come back up. I entered around back here somewhere. Back here it was roughly. My stop is at there, my stop would be there, and my target would be the daily 50 EMA 1113. Let's just come down to there. So I'm looking for a 3% trade. That's realistically what I'm looking for. As you see, I am in profit. We'll just extend that now a bit more. But my problem is that we've just got a lot of chop now. I don't like it. Some people will say, here's a lesson, they say the 1-hour 50 is holding up as resistance here. I don't see it that way. I just see it as being pure chop, and it's just but ugly, in all fairness, guys. So that's what I don't like about it, really. Then my last pair I want to look at is gold. This is the daily chart on gold. We had this triangle here. We broke out the triangle quite nicely. I mean, I know you can adjust it however you want, really, but either way, broke out the triangle nicely. The daily 50 EMA is now on the bearish side for the moment. So what I'll be looking for now is a move back up to test the triangle, test the daily 50 EMA. That is what I'd like to see. If we get that kind of move, bear in mind we're making lower highs all the way down, especially this downward sloping trend here of the triangle. Any move back up into this area here would be nice to see. That there would have been the perfect trade to take, maybe short as well later on. So they're the things I'm looking for at the moment. A lot of people are saying about gold long as well, buying gold now. What I do have is a little box between 1260 and 1240, just to let you know. Sometimes it touches one side of the box, sometimes it touches, goes through on the other side. It depends, really. So for me personally, I wouldn't want to trade this pair yet until we come down to this key level here, see what happens. You might get along here, it might break down here and get along there as well. However, just understand on the weekly perspective at the moment, what we have is this. We have this weekly 50 EMA, sometimes respected, sometimes not respected, but again, you can come back, you can see this box on the weekly chart now, how strong that area is of 1260 to 1240. So, like I said, 1260, 1240, wait for it, see what happens, and go from there. Even if we do, and let's say you think this is bullish, you get that, the pullback would be around this area here, which is quite nice as well. So obviously, you know, it could be a thing there. The only thing I would say is, well, it has happened before in the past. It moved from here down to there, then moved back up again. So this wouldn't be the first time that if it did test 1240, that it went back up. Okay, guys, any questions, give us a shout. If not, we'll speak to you soon, and take care.